Hello everyone, I hope you're well. For this week's performing arts task, we are going to start looking at the production. Now, as you may be aware, the production was originally going to be held a week or two ago, but got rescheduled because of COVID to week 4 of term 4. So it means that we're now going to start preparing our rehearsals for it. It is now going to be held at the Darebin Arts Centre in Preston on either Wednesday the 27th of October or Thursday the 28th of October. You will be assigned to one of those 2 nights. Now the production, in case you haven't been in one before, is a whole school performance where we tell a story through song, through dance and through acting. Some classes have already begun preparing, whereas for others this will be the first time that they're encountering their song. This year's production is a twist on the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. As you may be aware, in the story of Goldilocks, Goldilocks is walking one day in the forest and she finds a house that has 3 bowls of porridge. She tries one and one is much too hot. She tries a second one that is much too cold. Ugh. But then she finds a third one that is just right. As she eats, she goes to sit down in one of 3 chairs. One is much too high, one is much too low, but then one is just right. And after she's eaten her porridge, she gets a little bit sleepy and would like to have a nap. And so she goes upstairs to try 3 different beds. One is much too hard, one is much too soft, but one is just right, where she falls asleep and is eventually found by the 3 bears. Now that's the usual version of our story. In our version, we are actually seeing this story told from the 3 bears' point of view. According to them, they have come home and found that some young girl has broken into their house, eaten all their porridge, broken up their furniture, and muddied up their beds. Understandably, they are a bit upset, and so they are deciding to sue her and take her to court for property theft, damaging chairs, breaking and entering, porridge theft, and so on. So it is a little bit of a twist there. Now, throughout the course of the story, each class will have a different song or a different dance that they are assigned to. Let's take a look at what your song will be now. For students in 34KL and 34KF, we will be involved in a song called the Litigation Lullaby. This is where all of the evidence against Goldilocks has already been presented, and we are going to be the lawyers who are standing up and saying, no, wait, we think she's innocent, and here's why. Let's take a listen to what that song will sound like.
I say objection, objection. I'd just like to mention the girl you're accusing suffered by its burns and bruising. What terror, she's dreaming of hot porridge steaming. She scalded her jaw and now eats through a straw. For this she will sue. Compensation is due. For negligence claim, the 3 bears are the ones to blame. I say objection, objection. I'd just like to mention the girl you're accusing suffered by its burns and bruising, afflicted by nightmares of dangerous armchairs. She fell with a bump, now her head has a lump. For this she will sue. Compensation is due. For negligence claim, the 3 bears are the ones to blame. I say objection, objection. I'd just like to mention the girl you're accusing suffered by its burns and bruising. She's tossing and turning, the bad dreams returning. The bed bugs and mites gave her third-degree bites. For this she will sue. Compensation is due. For negligence claim, the three bears are the ones to blame.
When you click on the green Add Response button in Seesaw, you'll be taken to a template that looks like this. It asks you to fill in the missing words to complete the song lyrics. Use the text tool on the side to create a text box to fill in the missing word. For example, the girl you're accusing suffered bites, burns, and if you think the answer is bruising, for example, you would type in bruising and drag and drop it to the correct spot. Once you have filled in all the missing words, click on the green tick at the top to submit your work.